Hi, welcome back to Box to Light. In this video I'm going to be demonstrating the Witcher adventure game, but with a solitaire variant. We've got a beautiful board to play on, and normally this is a competitive game, but in the solitaire variant we're just going to take one of these four heroes. Let's take the dwarven character, shall we? He's called Yarpen Zigrin. He's this yellow character, so he's going to get the one special yellow hero die. This warrior here, he gets 3, so that's always a tempting choice. We'll take one extra hero, and this is going to be the token we're playing against in the solitaire. We place these on the 0 spot of the victory point track, which is up here in the top left corner. And then we've got our player card, the starting die, starting gold. Yarpen starts with 3 gold. And his figure begins in Mahakam, which is down here. I'm going to play a short game. Normally I play to first person to 30 victory points wins. You can play longer and go up to something like 50. And the way to earn victory points in this game is to complete quests. We can be moving around the board, collecting clues that will help us solve quests. The game token we're racing against here is going to advance 2 spots every turn. So our aim is to hit 30 points before they do, so 15 rounds at most. Because I'm playing as Yarpen, as well as getting a deck of development cards, I get 4 companions, which is always nice. Okay. Quest-wise, Yarpen can draw from either the diplomacy or the combat deck. So let's go and grab ourselves 2 quests. Let's draw 2 combat ones. And then we can choose one of these as our starting quest. Let's go for the V of Maribor. Disturbing tales of giant centipedes have been coming out of Maribor. You hope that someone hasn't found a way to recreate one of Alza's greatest horrors. Our main quest is to slay the foul Myriapodan fighting a battle in Maribor. We have a side quest and some consequences of completing the quest. The support quest we're going to ignore. What we'll do instead, since we're using Triss as the dummy that we're racing against, her quest deck is the blue one. So let's take a support quest from the blue deck. And the support quest here is 3 purple, so we'll just place her other token here just to remind us. We're looking for 3 diplomacy, 3 purple leads, okay? Otherwise we don't really need this banner, this support quest banner. It's only us playing, right? Okay, so remember, we need 30 victory points. Completing our main quest gives us 8 victory points. We get 5 points for the first side quest, 3 for the second, and then 3 for a support quest. Let's get cracking in and figure out what we can do to earn these victory points. Each turn you get 2 actions. These are action pawns, and you're going to place these on these actions here. And command, this is a nice special one for Yarpen. Use 2 of your companion cards. So if I put one of my 2 actions here, then I get to use my companions down here. The other things that we can all do is we can travel, we can move along 1 or 2 routes and collect leads from destinations. We can investigate, draw 1 card from any investigation deck. That's these. These things can have a positive or a negative effect on you, so they're a bit of a risk, but the payoffs can be worthwhile, particularly if you're trying to race. Remember, we're racing against this competitor who's moving up 2 points each turn. If we see them getting too far ahead, then these investigation cards are tempting to try and speed up our progress. And you've got develop. We can draw 2 development cards. This is the way we skill up. These are our cards here. So these are the things that are going to allow us to become more powerful of a hero. Command we've already talked about, and then rest. And rest is our way of healing wounds. Incidentally, Yarpen has these 2 little hearts here. These are additional places for Yarpen to put wounds, which is a really nice skill. And the only way to get rid of these is using that rest action. We've got these other spots here, so when you're wounded you lose actions. You've also got these foul fate tokens. You can't put foul fate tokens here, but these mean, yes, you can take that action, but if you do, then there's a risk that something bad's going to happen. Alright, but we'll look at that once we get into gameplay, which we'll do right now, so no more rules, let's get stuck straight in. Well, first thing we're going to do is complete one of these side quests. This one, many of these you have to like defeat a monster or go to a specific location. This one we don't. For side quest number 2, we can hire mercenaries to back us up in the main quest of heading to Maribor. So let's do that already. All we need to do is spend 3 gold, and we started with 3 gold. So let's complete that side quest, and once you do, you place one of these tokens here like this to say that that side quest is complete, so you can't do it more than once. And that's going to give us, let's say, 3 victory points, nice and easy. We're off and running already. Next I'm going to move, so I'm going to travel with my first action. That second side quest requires these diplomacy ones, so I'm going to move down here to Maribor already. Notice I've only moved 1 route. You can move a second, so you can travel 2 consecutive locations, but in doing so, because you've gone that extra distance, you need to draw a foul fate card. That's these up here. That makes bad things happen. Once we reach our destination, we can choose a lead token. So Maribor offers purple ones, Wazima here offers purple or blue, Sintra down here offers red and purple. So we get a purple one. As my second action, I'd like to develop. It says draw 2 cards from your development deck, choose one and to keep and discard the rest. Okay, so we've got Dimeritian helmet, some armour, or dwarven chainmail. Both are nice. I think I'm going to go for the helmet, because that helps me beat down enemies. Okay, let's do that. So this one goes in my player area, and I'll show you how to use that when we get there. Now we've used our 2 actions, we have to have an encounter, and then we look at Maribor to see what type of encounter we get. There's an icon here. This is like a triangle with a little cutout. Same here at Jaruga. Wazima here has this star-like shape. What we have to do is find the obstacle zone that matches this icon. These are our obstacle zones. There's these 3 and these 3. Here's the triangle one. If we see one of these monster tokens here, then we fight a monster. If we see this token here, this is a foul fate. If there's both, then we choose. Our foul fate token just gets discarded. We draw a foul fate card and we resolve it. A downpour. Dark clouds hang over you. The torrential rains make it impossible to get anything done. We become delayed and we suffer 1 foul fate. Right, we're delayed. Put our figure on its side to indicate this. But what it means is next turn we're going to lose one of our actions, so I'm just going to place this here. That reminds us then that we've already used one of our actions, so we're delayed. Because now we've ended our turn, these come back off, ready for the next turn. Now let's advance our opponent. Oh, she's hot on our heels. 2 points every turn. Now it's back to me. So my first action was delayed. My second one, I'm going to travel again. I'm busy trying to find leads for the side quest, and also the support quest, which needs purple. So let's travel 1 spot up to Wazima. Just wondering whether... Oh, this is fine. We'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll take another purple. Alright, that's all we can do this turn. So let's have our encounter. This one is this star shape, which has a monster in it. Let's reveal it and see what we have to do. Nilfgaardian. The first thing we do in combat, because we've got to battle this thing now, is look at any, before rolling it says advance the war track. The other things on here tells us if we're successful we receive a victory point, if we fail we suffer a wound. So you can see that there's other ways to get VPs here, so I'm quite happy to try and beat this one. We need to roll the dice, and we're going to need 3 swords to successfully defeat the thing, and we're going to need 2 shields to successfully defend the thing. Alright, so if we're successful we get a victory point in our attack. If we're successful in our defense then we don't suffer this wound. First though, let's advance the war track. This is our war track. At the start of the game we placed a token here in the top. Now to advance the war track, all we do is we move it 1 click clockwise, and then we take the effect that's shown. Now this is one of the bronze monsters, one of the weaker monsters, so we have to place it in the obstacle zone that we're currently in. We're here with this star-shaped one, so we take a bronze monster, we'll place him face down here, and now we battle. To battle, you take your hero dice, we've got just 1, and the 3 battle dice, and you can see each of these has shields and swords on. Alright, different numbers on each die. First we roll them. Not such a good roll. We've got 2 shields, 1 sword, and what we can't do is use our helmet. It says once per battle you can spend a common marker from this card to produce 1 shield and 1 ritual, which we don't need as it goes. And we don't have any common markers here. The only way to get them on here is to use this companion. So yeah, we're stuck with the dice. We've successfully defended because we got the 2 shields, but we needed 2 more swords. So I'm afraid there's not much we can do here. We're going to have to we're going to have to just leave him unbeaten. Fortunately there's no penalty for failing the attack, but we don't get the victory point. So he goes back here, face up in the obstacle zone. We know we have to defeat him there. And our opponent moves forward there 2 spaces and takes the lead. Okay, let's try something different this time. Let's command. Now let's develop first. Let's develop. Draw 2, keep 1. We have dwarven maps and a large shield. I think we're going to take the shield. Yep. Definitely. Now we'll command 2 of our companions. First up, let's command Paulie. There's 1 common marker on up to 2 of your development cards. So let's place 1 here, 1 here. Then for my second companion, I'm going to use Regan. It says we can move 1 monster or 1 foul fate from our region to an adjacent region if able. War here. Broccolon is adjacent, so I'm going to move. Well, let's take him on. I like the victory point. Let's move this hidden one down here. Okay, and then we'll take him on once more. Of course, we've got to advance the war track again first. 1 click round. This time it places a foul fate. So this one goes in here. Let's roll our dice. Come on, we're looking for swords. It's looking okay. No, not quite. We got 2 swords. And this double shield. That's still no good, is it? Because, well, we've got all the shields we need, but only 2 swords. No, they're still not there. He goes back to fight another day. I feel we're going to have to keep fighting to develop and get some more weapons. We need weapons, and our enemy gets further ahead. Let's go back down to Maribor or Oxenford. Let's go up to Oxenford and have another crack in. So that was our travel. We should have another purple, I think. And I think now we're going to develop. Let's see. Okay, a weapon. We got two weapons. We got Temerian dagger and a Gewaltier. The dagger allows us to re-roll blank battle dice. Once per battle, spend one from this card to produce two swords or one. Yeah, we're definitely taking this one. But again, we need these markers on here, which means we're probably not going to be able to face this enemy again this turn. We can defend, but I don't want that war track advancing again because that's going to bring a silver one in. So let's take on the Foul Fate instead. Let's discard this, draw a card. And we have an angry mob. You aren't sure what the woman did to deserve the villagers' anger, but can you stand by and let them burn her at the stake, become delayed, or suffer one foul fate? Do we want to get delayed or suffer the foul fate? Do you know what? I don't think we put the foul fate down for last. That was an and. This one's an or. Right, we should have had a foul fate on our player card already. Let's assume we put it down here on the rest. And for the second one, I don't want to be delayed again. Let's take a foul fate, and I'm going to put it on the investigate for now, I think. Okay. Let's keep going. Our enemy moves up to, where is she? 8. Right, I'm just going to travel and complete one more quest, and then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to play on, and then we'll come back and see how I've done, and we'll kind of wrap up with my travel. I'm going to move back down here again. So we're still facing off this same enemy. Grab another purple. And of course that means we've got 4 now, so we should be able to do our other side quest. Yeah, this says spend 4 purple leads to calm the fearful locals. These get discarded. 4's quite a lot, isn't it? But we get 5 victory points now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're back level again. Then with our second action, we're going to command once more. So I'll use Paulie again to get some command tokens on our weapon. And I think one on our helmets. Yeah, our helmet. And then, you know what, I think we're going to use Xavier's ability, which gives us 1 gold. You know I like gold. Gold is good. And yet we're going to face off this Nils Guardian again. So we advance the war track. This time it's a silver. Remember, we're only doing that because of this text here. Okay, you don't do that every battle. Advance the war track. Now let's roll our dice. And I'm feeling a little bit more confident now. I've got this, what is that, some kind of sword? I'm sure one of you will tell us. We've got the 2 shields we need. Actually we've got 3 shields and only 2 swords. So yeah, we're going to use this one. That gives us 2 more swords or 1 shield. 2 swords, that's 4 in total. We've killed this guy. Excellent. Finally, this thing is defeated. And we're successful, we receive 1 victory point. And we don't take a wound, we got the shields we needed. Great! So this goes to our discard. And we get 1 victory point. Okay, we've pipped in front again. Except, of course, now she takes her turn and jumps in front back on 10. What you'll find, or what I've been finding with this variant, when I developed it, I was playing with this number. 2 each time keeps us pretty close. Alright, so you really need to find, you need to find that lead, you need to etch out that lead. Once we complete the main quest, don't be afraid of staying behind, of getting left behind, because when you get those 8, that's 4 turns worth of victory points. And that's what I'm going to focus on now, getting this main quest done. Wow, welcome back. You've joined me on what's going to be the final turn of the game. I've got 1 action left, and at the end of this turn, I'm going to lose. It was first to 30. But if I can get 3 victory points with my final action, then I win. Okay? So this is where we are. I've got a support quest up there which needs red. I've got 1 red. I've got a main quest which is just, I'm well away from. I do have this investigation quest. This is pulled from the investigation deck. I got my 1 blue from that, and it told me to go to Kaer Morhen, receive 1 red, but of course 1 red's not good enough. I need 2, so the only option I've got with my final action is to investigate and hope I get 2 reds. It's all luck now, but that's okay. That's what I like about this game, is that there is a lot of luck, and it's a story. It's the experience that matters, not really the winning. So let's draw and hope it's something positive. It's an investigation. It's a good start. It's the mysterious ruins. It says, locals say a terrible evil has taken root in the old ruins. It steals livestock and devours old women. You are unsure what creature dwells in the ruins, but there is really only one way to find out. It tells me I receive 1 red. That's a good start. And then we have to potentially come delayed to fight a battle. Well, definitely. Here's my 2nd red. And yeah, I'll become delayed, happily. And now I have to fight an enemy, 2-3. Now the bad news is I don't have my weapon charged up, so it's going to be down to the luck of the dice. The other thing is I am currently cursed. Next time you fight a battle, do not roll one of your hero dice. Nasty. So I don't get the yellow one. I don't even know if this is possible. Yeah, we've got 2 swords on here. Okay, 2 swords we need. This is for the game. No! We got just the 1. That's it, we lost. One turn of the die away from winning. Well, that's alright. That's alright. We had a chance. We were in with a chance. I can discard one of these to this one or this one. Yeah, this one. My large shield saves me from getting wounded. But no, it's not good enough to... Where were we here? Not good enough to save the game. She advances to 30, and that's it. 30 plays 27. So close, so close. Well, I hope you enjoyed this solitaire variant of the Witcher adventure game. This is one I really like. I don't think it's getting particularly good reviews, but for its solitaire variant, and this is really simple. This is just something, it's homebrewed, it's nice and simple, and it gives you a lot of fun, and it's quite quick to play as well. There's a ton of cards in the game with Ignacy Trzewiczek's name as the designer. You're going to get a good story, and with the Fantasy Flight publishing, you've got great components. I really like this one. I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. Bye for now.